Motzei Shabbat, last week I spoke about the importance of being together, being united, of being one. And that's just as important this week as it was last week. There's a story recorded by Chacham Rabbi Yosef Alav Shalom in his book Anaf Etz Avot. That's a commentary of his on Pirkei Avot. Chacham Rabbi Yosef shares a story there. Before I share that story, perhaps I share a story, a personal one myself. I got a phone call a few years ago from a young man in New York who called me to say, Rabbi, I have a Shlom Bayit problem. I said, okay, let's see what we can do. He says, my mother has a custom that she covers not just the kitchen countertops and the kitchen cabinets with aluminum foil. She also covers all the shelves in the bedroom with aluminum foil also. And my wife, we're newlyweds, my wife is pregnant. She doesn't want to cover like my mother. This is not her custom. She doesn't want to do it. Rabbi, what can I do? I'm going to sit here and explain to this man his nonsensical custom is precisely that, nonsensical. Nothing I could do. So what I told him was, listen, you want to cover your bedroom shelves with aluminum foil? You're more than welcome to do that yourself. Why does your pregnant wife have to do it for you? Chacham Rabbi Yosef shares a story about Rabbi Avraham Yoshua Heschel of Apta, otherwise known as the Rav of Apta, the Apta Rav. Rabbi Avraham Yoshua was once sitting in his Bet Adin when a man came to him Chol HaMoed Pesach, asking for a get, for a divorce. They told him, what happened? What do you need a get for? He says, you don't know what happened to me on the first day of Pesach. The first day of Pesach, I was sitting at home, and my wife, she decided to make a soup, and inside of the soup, she put a matzah ball inside of it. No silence in the bit of the. What's the crime of putting a matzah ball inside of the soup? He says, you know that my family for generations, we don't eat matzah shiruyah. We don't eat what they call gebraks. We don't have matzah mixed with water. In my family, my tradition, how dare my wife violate our family minhag by serving me gebraks? I want to get. Rabbi Yeshua smiled and said, you know, there's an inyan, and mentioned Shulchan Aruch to eat matzot only from that were baked on the eve of Pesach. In my family, for generations, we're particular about this. And in fact, this year, Pesach, I put special matzot aside that I baked myself for my seder. And it turned out in Erev Pesach, when a poor man came to knock on the door, my Eshet Chayim, my dear wife, opened the door. And she said the poor man needed matzot, so she went to the kitchen and took whatever matzot she found and gave them to the poor man. And I came to the seder, and I realized the matzot she had given away were my matzot. And you know what I did? I did nothing. I did nothing because there's no reason to use Hilchot Pesach, to use halakha in general, as a reason to fight with your spouse. It's not the right thing to do. It's not the correct thing to do. It's not okay to use HaKadosh Baruch Hu's Torah, which we say, Deracheha Darchei Noam, V'chol Netivoteh Shalom, that all of her ways are pleasant, all of her pathways are peaceful. It's not correct to do that with HaKadosh Baruch Hu's Torah. They tell a story of Yosef Massas. Yosef Massas famously was from Morocco. And in Morocco, in many cities, they allowed meat that was not halak, not glat to be used. It was kasher, but not glat. In Algeria, for example, and even some cities in Morocco, they were particular to follow Maran and the Shulchan Aruch, which prohibited non-halak meat from being used and your regular kasher table. They tell a story once of a young man who was a newlywed man who came again to Rabbi Yosef Massas and complained. He says, Rabbi Yosef, he brings him a pot. He comes and says, Rabbi Yosef, my wife did a terrible thing on Shabbat. We just got married on Shabbat. She made for me meat. It was a chamin. And I asked her, where did you buy the meat? I bought it at a regular butcher. She said, that butcher is not halak. I said, yeah, my family, we're from Morocco. We don't eat halak meat. And I was so angry at her. How dare you do that to me? And I said, but where's the chamin? She said, I said, home. I didn't eat it. I said, here, it's a very serious matter, very grave issue. Why don't you and your wife come to me later today, bring the pot of food. I want to examine the meat myself. The young man was very impressed. The rabbi took his situation so seriously. And he came. Him and his wife and the pot of chamin, they brought it with them. Rabbi Yosef Massas, was here, sit down, let me get you a glass of tea. And he went to the next room and asked his wife, please, can you heat up the chamin in the stovetop? And they're talking, and he's sitting there giving them a whole shiur about chalak and not chalak, and the importance of eating meat that is chalak. And then after a little bit, his wife comes out with a pot of chamin and she puts a plate in front of Rabbi Yosef Masas. Rabbi Yosef Masas takes a big spoonful of the meat, the not chalak meat, slaps it down on his plate, and he begins to eat it. And he eats this meat. And the man was astonished. What's going on? He said, your family is particular. Not to eat meat that's not chalak. That's good for your family. Please, help yourself. In my house, we eat meat that's not chalak. And he gave him a plate of meat, and the man ate, and they went home happy. Sameach v'tov. The same note, Rabbi Yosef Masas had a dear friend, a colleague from Algeria. His name was Rabbi David Khalifa. Rabbi David was very particular not to eat meat that was not chalak. And once he came for a dinner at Rabbi Yosef Masas' house, Rabbi Yosef Masas gave him food, rice, and chicken. When it came to meat, he put his hand in the pot of meat. He said, Rabbi David, please don't eat this meat. You're not allowed to have from this meat. This meat is not chalak. What do you learn from here? You're allowed to be particular about halakha. Our chachamim were particular about halakha. But never use Torah to hurt people. Never use Torah in the opposite way from which the Torah was intended. Don't use my Torah and your Torah and HaKadosh Baruch Hu's Torah that was given to Moshe Rabbeinu and Har Sinai. Don't use that same Torah to hurt other people. We do Havdalah here. Hamavdil ben Kodesh lechol, ben Or lechoshech, ben Yisrael la'amin. We're separating. We're separating. And we're separating. There's enough separation in the world between Kodesh and Chol. Don't use Kodesh. Don't use holiness to create more separation than is already necessary in the creation of the world. Leave the separation for what needs to be separated and leave the unity for what needs to be unified. And B'ezrat Hashem, I'm inviting all of you who are here with us to join me, please, tomorrow. It's a shameless pitch because it's very important for me. It's crucial for me that Am Yisrael does not fight because of halakha. When I wrote my book on Hilchot Pesach, Yehi Shalom, I called it Yehi Shalom. There should be peace. Because if those true people truly knew halakha, Ashkenazim and Sephardim and Temanim and Chasidim and Mitagdim, and everybody would eat together and be happy together if they knew halakha properly. I'm asking you to join me tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for a shiur, a Pesach preparation seminar, in which I guarantee that we can go through Hilchot Pesach in such a fashion that will only bring holiness, that will only bring wholesomeness, that will only bring peace to us, to our families, and ultimately to the whole world in a time which really needs it. B'ezrat Hashem. I'm just going to turn off the recording, and B'ezrat Hashem will go straight into Havdalah.